my name. Better not be my character's name. I'm gonna be mad. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Test 1 2 in the test. We are testing. How are you? Wait. No. Yes. What's up, blackmail? Test 1 2. Test 1 2 testing. I'm here. I'm in the zone. Are you in my zone? Tell me now before I become angry. I haven't played this game ever. Oh, cool, Jay. Well, you're going to be getting some enemy weapon mighty soon. And by mighty soon, I mean sometime next year. Because Chinese people have to print it and put it on a boat. My cat looks super upset at this noise I'm making. Hey, what's up, little guy? Hey, little buddy. My little buddy, say hi. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. No, I didn't play Automata. I have Automata. I just bought it for Black Friday, so I'm finally preparing for the Automata lifestyle. Summer 2049. Say hi, Bushimi. Oh, Bushimi. Look at that cat. That's just a good cat. Yeah, now go kitty. I love you, buddy. Take a nap. Sorry, Nier and Nier Automata, like, actually connected. Trying to get the camera to where it's actually looking at me. What's wrong, buddy? I'm an old man with a pipe. With a pipe.
Goddamn.
Here I go to save the day. We're playing Automata, or we're playing the original. Uh-oh. Spookies. I've owned this game for at least, I want to say 3-4 years. Maybe longer. Stand to attack, L2 to defend. Wow, you got... He's got a weird way of... This is by Platinum Games, right? Who I love. Bap, 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 bap. It's got that hit stun. You hit a guy, little freeze in the action so you know that it hit. Oh man, this game's good already. Hey. Hey, you.
Dad? You alright, Yuna?
Sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. It'll stop in a second. I promise.
Is that a little girl or a little boy?
If the monsters hear me, are they gonna come back for me?
Oh, shut up. Stop
I
creeping
won't
me
let
out.
them hurt you, Yuna. I promise.
Dude, I swear to God I have saved 15,000 times to not have fucking subscribers show up.
You need to eat something. Stay here. Stay hidden.
I turned off subscribers. Yeah, I get it. Disable subscriber alerts. Stop it.
Yeah.
Don't touch that book. Not ever. Do you hear me?
Magic book. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yours connected to Drakengard 3? Man, I own Drakengard 3. I should plug that one in, huh? Don't touch the fucking book. I know you're gonna do it, you dumb kid. Better not. R2 to perform an evasive roll. Look at me rolling. Fuck you. Fuck you.
There's so many of them.
Thanks for hosting my stream, Audrin.
They just keep
One viewer. One viewer.
Come on.
That's good. It's gonna be that hot influx. You leave my Yona alone. No, seriously. Why you guys want to beat up my kid? You got no reason to do that. Blocking. Fuck you. Fuck you. Blocking again. Hey, I used the block button. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm excited for this game. PS3 games are weirdly washed out, though.
More
I wonder if it's this monitor. Yeah, I guess it's just this monitor.
to protect.
I was like, where are the blacks? I guess my blacks are grays. I gotta fuck with my brightness. I'm a boy who likes some contrast in his video picture quality. Oh my god, all sorts of spookies. Oh, cool. Did my kid do that? Oh no, my magic book did that. Told you to stay away from me and my kid and my magic book.
Stay away from my daughter.
This guy's life seems like it sucks. He's hanging out and fight demons all the time while your kid tries not to die. I don't know what Dark Hand is. Oh. Oh my. Yeah, you're gonna get dark-handed, moron. Bat. Dark Hand. Oops. Dark Hand. I don't think Dark Hand's doing a very good job. Bat. You want some? Dark Hand. Bat. My name is Nier. Damn it. You're all going to die. No, I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna Dark Hand. Bat. Moron. Evasive. Oh, now I got Dark Blast and Dark Hand? Are you stupid? Y'all gonna die. Hold the attack or magic buttons to charge your attacks. I hope you guys like charge. Ow! Stop it. Dark Blast, damn it. Do I have infinite amount of that power? Oh my god. I'm just getting level ups all day. Listen, little creepies. If you can stop being all creepy, that would be great. Charge! That's right, I'm level 8. Oh my god, little creepy monsters. Stop it. Stop it. Magic book. Oops. Oops. Alright, y'all done? What? Oh, you guys really want my kid dead, huh? What do you mean access L1 for... Oh my. I have a feeling this sequence is leading into something, and I'm not going to retain all these cool powers. Oops. Why you let me do this to you? Bap. Magic book. Ow. But he actually hit me. Alright, I'll use this fucking shit. Oh, the game lag? I don't care about lag, man. People are stupid. People complain about games lagging. Look, man. Sometimes games put a lot of stuff on the screen. What are you gonna do? Okay, games have been lagging since the original Nintendo. We didn't complain about it. Games have been lagging since the Atari. Sometimes you push the processor a little hard. It's not a bad thing. It just means you're playing a video game. It's like being mad at movies when they go in the movie theater. They used to have cigarette burns and shit. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's not a perfect. It wasn't a perfect technology. It's still not a perfect technology. Well, I guess it's closer to a perfect technology. Projector's a little misaligned or some shit. Hey, you guys want to stop attacking me? Oh, why are you letting me do this to you? Why are you letting me do this? Oh, the book. The incredible book. The book of never-ending agony for you and your family. Why are you letting me do this to you? Oh no, am I gonna use my giant lance? Probably. Oh no, I did it. Ow! Motherfucker. Oh no, did they take my kid? Motherfucker, no. Hey! Don't you take my kid, goddammit. Oh no. Well, this guy actually has the power to hit me. Ow. Alright. Bam. Aw, come on, I blocked that shit. Evasive roll. That's not the block button. Oh, I'm not pressing the right buttons at all. That. Ooh. Luckily I have the power of the nightmare demons. Fuck you up! Oh, you missed. I am the king nightmare demon. Oh, please, Hammer, you gotta stop hurting him. Don't do it to him, Hammer. Uh-oh. Oh, hey. Alright, I gotta get better at these buttons. Oh, I'm sorry, did I kill you? Jump, dude. I don't think you did it. I think you were attacking the wrong card. Probably should have aimed for that. No, you do the thing. Yeah, blast his head. Oh my god, I'm level 30 already. I'm gonna beat this video game in an hour. Baby! Baby, you dead? Did you die? Did you move? Where's your money, Jesus?
Yona,
Oh yeah, the book laser.
talk to me.
I've played the original Drakengard. I didn't beat it.
Are you all right?
Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
That's good. Oh, look. I
also played it on a
found this
PS2
little
emulator that I
wand.
think was running very badly.
A cookie? Hey, that's your favorite.
Here. We can split it, okay?
No, you take it.
Hey, fuck that. I want
No.
the whole cookie.
You need to eat something.
Alright. I'll have some
All right.
cookie.
Give me the small half.
No. Come on, Dad. You're bigger than me. You have to eat to survive.
Oh man, that kid's gonna die.
Yona? Yona!
Oh no. I dropped the cookie. I didn't mean to.
Uh-oh.
You've always been the one helping me.
Yona! What have you done?
I was in the book. I got bored.
So I wanted to.
No! Yona! Yona!
Uh-oh. I think she's gonna die, dude.
We need help. We need help! Please, anyone! Help! Help us!
The letterboxing is really weird. Is it supposed to be like that? It's like the bottom part of the letterbox is bigger than the top part. And then also it's not actually letterboxed. It's like see-through. It's really that's odd, and I don't understand. Hi, Alex the Joker.
Yona.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the ending cutscene. No, this is the very beginning. I don't beat video games. What are you, crazy? The snow won't stop falling, so Dad said he'd stay here with me until it stops. I'll probably leave again when it does. I hope it snows forever. 1,300 years later. What? What?
Right. I'm off.
$1,300 later.
Dad? Hey, Dad.
I want to hear about the crazy dream you had.
I was in it.
Yona, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait.
Sure. Now,
Hey, weren't we just beating up shadow monsters with a stick? All right. Here I go. What is this? Oh, you know I love me some medicinal herb, dude. Is that little girl the protagonist from Automata? Man, I don't know. Stop spoiling shit. Maybe. Probably not. Pretty sure the girl from Automata is a legit robot. I should go to the library and see what Papala's up to. Oh man, this is definitely not a real place. I'm definitely living in a fantasy world right now. Wahoo! Hey.
Hey!
I heard that wolves show up a lot in the desert beyond the Eastern Road. Hey, good story, man. Thanks for that piece of information. Yeah, Daddy's finding some herb. These mailboxes to save your progress. Oh man, you know how like people will tell you a video game's good, you know? But like I know nothing about this game. Let's put it that way. All I know is that people have said, Yeah, this Nier game is good. And then you start playing it and you go, oh my god, it really is good. You know? I'm like, yeah, wow, this is a whole game right here. Let's get this little 3D overworld for me to explore, go talk to people. Knights and shit. Oh my god, I bet this game is great. It's got a combat system and shit.
I heard they've got discount vegetables today.
Discount vegetables?
Ah. Oh my.
Wait, giant stone buildings, iron boxes that carried people. Folks sure did a lot of amazing things back then. Oh man. Are we really 1,300 years in the future right now? Yeah, people like the butt of the girl from that robot game. Let's see. Am I going in here? Where's my money? What could have happened to this world? Let's see. I don't know if I'm supposed to be up in here. Oh, I'm supposed to get her a book, though. You're the finest father a girl could hope to have. Purchase 3 herbs from the client. Yeah, I heard you. Alright.
Thanks, Popola, for everything.
Huh?
You know, all the work you give me. You've been telling the villagers that I'm for hire, haven't you?
Oh, that? They need help. And you need money to take care of Yona.
I suppose so.
Yes. Man, look at how crazy I look. Oh my god, look at this guy. Yeah, give me a close-up. Uh-oh. A little too close to the camera there. Oh my god. I'm a real psychopath-looking dude. What's up, Jack? Everybody in the YouTube chat should be on Twitch. Twitch is better. You feel better. Longer, stronger, harder, faster. You know what I want to make? I don't know how many of you in my audience watching this right now are white males. But, I just got reminded of, there's some guy. All these people are always like, you know what? All these white males need to, Yona! Go back home. Get out of here. You bad kid. Bad. Where are these kids? I was gonna say, it's only like white people, white dudes who have already made a career for themselves. You know, who are already like in their fields doing work. They're the ones who are like, yeah, you know, we need less white people in this industry. It's like, yeah, because you're already there. So you don't care. It's not like you're saying, you know what, I'm gonna leave the industry to make room. It's like, no, I just don't want more white people like me.
Once thriving populations now
That's
lie
so
desolated by plague and disease. The end is never
I think
felt
Steve
so
Aoki
close.
said that or
But
something.
that
He's like
wasn't
a...
enough. Monsters called
It's always like
shades
rich
now roam
dudes
the
too.
land, threatening our very lives. But that's of no consequence to me. My daughter is sick, and my only concern is to give her a better life. I try my best, but I'm only one man. I'm hard like that. So the kindness
You know what I'm
of the
talking about,
villagers is
Resurrection.
much. Nothing will stop me. I will fight for Yona until the end. Until the very end.
We are running out of white people, Resurrection. Am I not supposed to go this way? Hey. Oh, how do I check the map? Oh, am I supposed to go that way? Oh, my character's name is Vito? God damn it. When you tell me what is your name, you gotta be specific. You gotta be like, what do you want your character's name to be? Because I don't want my character's name to be Vito, man. I want my character's name to be tough, killing guy. I'm on an adventure. I need mutton. Oh my god, the blood. I love it. That's how you know that this game has this game has oh man, some real music. This game's a video game. This game is a game made by people with artistic integrity. Because you know, at some point they said, you know, we could get rid of all the blood and get a T rating, T for teen. And they said, yeah, or we could have a legitimate artistic vision that involves violence.
Damn. What are Shades doing so close to town?
Hey! I don't like you. Stop it. I don't have the magic book anymore. Bap, 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 bap. Bastards. How dare you. What's up, Franklin? Keeping it Franklin. That's what I like to say. Can we collaborate, says Rod Tanuki. I don't even make my own stuff. I have no time to do anything. Didn't you try to link me a video before? Did you do that? Wasn't it like an animation? Yeah. A man can't even go hunting in peace anymore. Let's get this meat back to the shopkeeper. Would you rather eat only Mexican food, but it's covered in equal amount of cat hair? Oh. Do I have to eat the cat hair, or can I pull it off? Or is it like mixed into every bite? Because you can't eat hair. It would have to be the other one. But like yeah, I couldn't eat hair. I wish I had a nice girl like Yona. Oh, here you go. Here's some mutton. I also need you to sell me 3 potions to bring back to my friend. Whoa.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hello there.
Oh, hi. Hello. Hi.
Well, hello.
Seeds for planting, eh? I don't even know where to plant that shit. I'm just gonna play on rails for a while until I figure out what the hell's going on. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Resurrection, climate change ain't going away at this point. It's too late. Are you the one playing this music?
Morning.
Hello, Double O.
Well, someone looks raring to go this morning.
You know how it is. I'm just trying to earn a living for my little girl.
Man, everybody in town must be like,
Play in the Northern Plains.
this dude's such a pussy. Have fun, Hot. I have no idea what game you just said you're gonna go play. Alex, did you see when did this game come out? Oh man, let's see if we can find out. This game, no, 2010. This game is 8 years old, because I'm an old man. Even games that seem new to me are like almost 10 years old at this point. That's a smart way to make money, Rotten Tanuki. I gotta start making some merchandise to sell. What's my P.O. box? I need to get one of those, but first I have to get a new DMV. I have to get a new driver's license. You can't get a P.O. box unless you have a driver's license with the right address on it, so it's a whole thing. Though now I want soda, so thanks for putting that idea in my head. We're gonna go spend time with my baby. Need a funny name for Cabbage Patch. Man, it's a good gimmick, I'm gonna say. Not Cabbage Patch Kids, though. You mean Garbage Pail Kids. Would be more appropriate. What's the matter with Portland from Spectator USA? Oh, I gotta read that later. I need to save my little girl, taking a little bit of fall damage. You better be in bed, goddammit. You're sick. Taking care of my sick kid. Tranny is the new black. What's on the shirt? Just those words, Resurrection? Big pink goat. You heard of a flower called the Lunatia? Keep being good. What? You're a terrible dad. Don't tell your kid about a magic flower that cures their fucking cancer. It's bad parenting. You're supposed to be realistic with them. Be like, look, you're sick, maybe you'll get better. I don't know. Prepare for the worst. Day Ein Patch Kids. Truthers will get it. Alright, man, I'll take a look. Day 1 Patch Kids. Is that what you meant? Oh, I get it. Day 1. DOPK. 11 people like it. Did you draw these? It's not bad. It's not a bad, not a bad brand. There's not a lot of stuff on this Facebook, though. Day1patch.com, is that? No, that's a whole different thing. I'm off. See you later. Stay out of trouble. But y'all say, whoa, that's weird. That's not how houses work. Why would he go out that door and then come down that door? By Rotten Tanuki on T Republic. Everything on sale 30% off for a limited time. That's a good gimmick. Contained medicinal herb. Alright, wait, what am I doing right now? Oh, it's marked on my map. I guess I'm going back to the library. I'm gonna go talk to my friend. Man, are people... What is Chris... Isn't Chris Chan like 80 years old now? Poor Chris Chan. Chris Chan, man. What is Chris Chan up to at this point in time?
Hey.
Little wooden bridge out in the plains. Shades in the northern plains. God damn. I'll kill some shades. What do I look like, a pussy? Is Chris Chan still a woman? Does Chris Chan still have that medallion? At the Too Many Games convention, Chris Chan started to touch people. God, oh Lord. Chris Chan meltdown at Too Many Games. Is that for real? Don't kick Chris Chan out of the convention. Poor Chris Chan. Can I kill these? Man, I'm inside the city limits. Are these someone else's pigs? Okay, I can't kill them. Yeah, I have a day job. I work on a card game. I make videos for people and stuff. I kind of work in the game industry, basically. In various respects. I actually need to, send an email to, figure out what I'm supposed to be working on right now. Oh, yeah! Now I'm on an adventure. Should I kill all these sheep and get a ton of meat? Just digging around in their bodies. You're an editor at Fox News? Actually an editor at Fox News? Yeah, I make like trailers for like video games normally. Mostly like indie games and cell phone games and stuff. Bap, 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 bap. And lately a lot of Kickstarter stuff. I'm making people's Kickstarter videos for them. Helping them make that Kickstarter money. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's the bridge. Where are these shades at? Uh-oh. You really think you're gonna sneak up on me? Wrong button. Blocking. Bap, 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 bap. Try to hit me. Try to hit me. Oh, shit. You missed. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, hammer. No, I hit block. That should take care of those shades for a while. Oh man, this is a classic fetch guess quest gameplay, baby. I love it. Go do a thing, come back, get your reward. Do a thing, come back, get your reward. Yeah, Tanuki, I don't have time to make my own videos, so I'm definitely, unfortunately, probably not going to start making them with anyone else, because I suck. I'm trying to make more videos. I'm going to write the script. I'm working on the script for my next video. I took care of the shades, librarian. Now give me more resources with which to care for my daughter. My daughter is dying. I wanna save her. Gotta save my little baby daughter. My daughter is dying. Hey, you open this door, goddammit.
Oh.
Yep. Was it? Were you hurt? Nah, man, I handled that in about 2 seconds. Go buy something nice for her, huh? My daughter just keeps coming on by here. She's not supposed to do that. I'm gonna go hit her with the back of my hand, go bap. Why you keep leaving the house? I'm not allowed to leave the house. It's not allowed. They even sang a song for me. Depola and Papola. Hey, hey. You quit leaving the house, god dang it, you're sick. I'm your dad, I don't approve. Yeah, I do a news network. Good old Philip DeFranco. That guy's getting stuff done. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is she in the library? I'm gonna kick her ass. Little sick girl. Causing all sorts of trouble. Don't you know you're making your dad worry? Driving your dad up a wall. Little girl, why you driving me crazy? Where's she at? Did I just like run past her or something? Cutscene. Maybe these kids know where she's at. You seen my daughter? There's a lot of books, to be fair. Although when you consider how many books have been written, it's like probably this many books get written in 1 year, right? World's weird. She just asked where she could find a lunar tear. Oh, you stupid idiot. I knew you are a fool. Not supposed to tell your dying daughter about magic flowers that make them not sick anymore. When you do that, they go looking for the magic flower.
Damn it, Yona. I have to get to the eastern gate.
Yeah, I'm going. Let's go. Is it the gate over there? Probably the one to the east. Oh, my little girl. Always causing trouble. Hey, did you see a little girl go through here? I'm just trying to talk to the people who might know where she's at.
Yona.
Oh, you dumb little girl. She has ligma. She's trying to find a cure for her ligma. Well. I'm coming for her. Damn it. Did you touch my daughter? Whoa, you take some serious hits for a random goat. What do you got inside you? Also mutton? I assume the iron ore did not come from inside the goat. Goat meat. That's new. That's different. Man, remember when Platinum Games was working on that game Scalebound, which was going to be on the Xbox One? Looked like the only reason to get an Xbox One. And then, I think Microsoft was paying for part of it or something, and then they just canceled it. And you're like, well, I ain't buying no Xbox One then. I think like every game that got announced for the Xbox One at the original launch presentation, like half of them got canceled. What's happened here? Maybe she found another way in. I don't know, maybe the only other way to go in this area, this little ladder here. Just a thought. Oh my god. That doesn't look safe. Oh. Damn it. Aye. Dude, I hate Banjo-Kazooie. I never thought Banjo-Kazooie was that good. All those rare platformers were just like bad versions of Mario 64. Is this where I want to go? That's the other side of the rock slide, so I guess so. Gotta save my little girl. It's game does have a good soundtrack, I will admit. What game is this? Huh. If only there was some way to tell. For instance, by reading the title of the live stream. The game's called Nier. Right now my little baby girls. Whoa, creepy temple. Why is it all lit? Oh my god. It's got a spooky tree. Yeah. Yeah, none of those rare platformers. I'm gonna say this, most N64 games are bad, and people just have fond memories of them because they didn't own a PlayStation. Kids who grew up with an N64 have a different memory of video games than people who had a PlayStation. Because people who had a PlayStation know what video games were capable of in 1997. And definitely don't think that Ocarina of Time is the best game of all time. Ocarina of Time isn't even the best game of the year it came out. Like 3 or 4 different games came out that year which are just objectively better than Ocarina of Time. Including Metal Gear Solid. This is the original game. Nier Automata is the sequel to this game. Do you call this a prequel if it's the original? It's the prequel to the sequel. Stop asking. Well, you just read the title of the stream. I'm not trying to be a jerk. It's always weird to me. It's like when I do my call-in show and right on the screen and there's a giant phone number that says call this phone number to call into the show. And there's always like at least one guy who's like, yo guys, how do I call in? It's like there's a phone number on the fucking screen. What do you, come on. I'm sorry to be a jerk. I understand sometimes people name their streams weird stuff. Does not represent the game that they are playing. Did I go in here? Oh, I found the key to go in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There are shades in here.
I've been tricked.
She'll never make it out of here. Yona.
No, my little girl's trapped in a world full of lies. You bad man, you stop it. You know what I like about this game? It's willing to play around with the camera. Oh, come on, there's gotta be something up there, right? No secret thing? I guess you can just jump up there. Yeah, right. Prequel is a... Prequel is a term. It has to have been released after the original. Oh, wrong. I was trying to dodge there. So what is the proper word for something for which there is a sequel? Do you just call it the original? Feels like there should be a... the original work. Feels like there should be a better word. Did I use it? Use it, please. Not a fan of the name of the video game? Well, can't please everyone, I suppose. I don't actually know what the name is a reference to. I'm sure at some point there will be a piece of lore that informs me. Or maybe there won't be. Dragon Guard was a completely made-up name that had nothing to do with anything, as far as I can remember. It was just a random word meant to replace the more ridiculous Japanese title of Dragon Dragoon. Damn it. Did they ever change the title of that series in Japan to Drakengard? Or are they still Drag? Is it still Dragon Dragoon 3? Prepare for more of the world of Dragon Dragoon. I don't even know what that name means. Dragon in English has a negative connotation. As in, wow, this game sure is dragging on. This game is from 2010, we decided. Yo, pick up the herb, kid. Am I not pressing the button? Is it X? I might not have pressed the right button there. Yeah, technically, well, I wouldn't say it's a sequel. It's a same universe. So I don't even know what I guess, does that mean official? Would you call that a sequel? Set in the same universe, but am I just like full of medicinal herbs so I can't take more of them? It's 10 like the max I can pick up. Dragon Dragoon, where if you get the true ending of the game, your dragon warps to modern day and gets shot down by a United States aircraft. Just gets missiles. Damn it. Damn it. Alright, dead. Keep using the herbs because I can't pick up more than 2 of them. Can I go back and get the ones I left in here? No. Yeah, this is let's see. Oh, Alex had a bunch of stuff that he said. Look, man, Ocarina is just like it's just not fun. It's like an unfun game. Metal Gear Solid is beautiful. All those Metal Gear Solid games. Those Metal Gear Solid games, I was watching, I've been talking about Metal Gear Solid a lot lately. Because people keep talking about Red Dead Redemption. And Red Dead Redemption to me is what happens when you forget you're making a video game. And you start making a movie. One-handed sword, Nirvana deck. Do I have to equip it? What? You just said press a button to change it. I'm pressing right and left on the D-pad. Oh, I gotta press left on the D-pad? Down on the D-pad. Okay. Ocarina of Time is okay. It ain't great. Metal Gear Solid is objectively better than Ocarina of Time in so many different ways. Metal Gear Solid is, oh my god, so much better than Ocarina of Time. It's like absurd. Ocarina of Time is a child's toy with way too much garbage up in it. With a crate pushing animation that to push a crate 1 foot in front of you. You have this laborious animation of Link just pushing this crate like it's got to take an hour to move it 1 foot. You know what, video game? Nobody wants to watch a kid pushing a crate for an hour. Just push the crate. Get rid of the. It's the worst. Red Redemption. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption is a movie. I don't want a movie. I bought a video game. If I wanted a movie, I would have went on Netflix and watched a movie. Red Dead Redemption is a movie that doesn't make any sense because it's about a cowboy. Keeps being like, oh, gee whiz, I'm a bad man, done bad things, but I think I can change. Mama, I think I can change. He keeps saying this after he just ran through town, killed about 50 people, jumped his horse off a cliff. This movie doesn't make any sense. That's why video games are bad movies. It's like how Uncharted is a terrible movie. Uncharted is the movie about a guy kills probably 500 people, and he keeps going, gee golly gosh, what a crazy adventure I'm on, huh? And I'm like, I'm sorry, Mr. Uncharted, but you are a mass murderer. I don't care that these are bad guys. I assume many of them had families, and you just killed literally hundreds of them. While cracking little jokes. Oh, gee whiz, huh? What a day we're having. You're a murderer, Mr. Uncharted. It's horrifying. I don't want to watch a movie about a guy who murders 500 people, cracking jokes the whole time. Oh wowza! No, I don't identify with that character. And then he crashes a jet ski into some bombs like 50 times until he eventually figures out how to do it right. Wow, I can't believe we solved that ancient Mayan puzzle, as he shoots a couple hundred more people in the face with a shotgun. Because he's a legitimate sociopath. Nobody kills that. Yeah, but that's the problem is... Look. No, it's not the same argument, okay? That's different, because Luke Skywalker didn't individually walk around the Death Star killing each individual stormtrooper, okay? Those are collateral damage. Okay, it would be one thing if Mr. Uncharted blew up a boat and there was a bunch of bad guys on it. That's a little different than individually taking a machine gun and just riddling their bodies full of bullets. Like the greatest mass murderer who ever lived. It's been, I'm about half an hour maybe into that Red Dead Redemption game, and I'm already the greatest mass murderer in American history. I've slaughtered an entire town, me, one man with a knife. I didn't have a gun. I just tackled every lawman I saw and gutted him. And then I gotta watch a cutscene where my character goes, "Oh, world keeps changing, huh?" Yeah, I guess, you horrifying man who nobody can identify with. Why does anyone in my camp even talk to this guy? He's the greatest mass murderer of all time. It's horrific. He essentially blew up a city. Well, there's a city full of Nazis, man. No one's gonna argue with that. That's different. Where am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to take this elevator back down, or do I fight my way back to where I'm not supposed to be? I guess I just keep going this way. Looks like you can get outside from here. Yeah, no, there are video games that make great movies. You know what that game is called? Metal Gear Solid. Because at every point in the story, Metal Gear Solid admits that it's a video game. It never at one point tries to assert that it is not a video game. And Uncharted, the bad guys, yeah, are just like, I don't know, like random pirate smuggler guys. Metal Gear Solid is brilliant. Okay, I was watching yesterday. There's the scene where Revolver Ocelot is about to torture Snake. And he tells him, well, Snake, I'm about to torture the shit out of you. To survive, you're going to want to press the circle button. He's saying this in-game. There's no prompt saying, to survive the torture, press the circle button. He's talking to you, the player. Revolver Ocelot and everybody else in Metal Gear Solid knows that they're in a video game. If you want to survive my torture, Snake, you'll have to press the circle button to regain your strength. That's why Metal Gear Solid is just... At no point is it this Rockstar shit. Yeah, don't have a morality-based shit, okay? Make your game a big cartoon. Video games should be cartoons. They need to remember that they're video games. Stop trying to tell me a serious story. If I want a really serious story, I will go and I will watch a movie, okay? If you want to tell me a very serious story, you can go and make a movie. No one is stopping you from doing that. But otherwise, video game stories are just ridiculous. Or you can do something like Final Fantasy, where the story exists largely independent of your actions, because your actions are mostly abstract, you know? Like in Final Fantasy VII, okay, yeah, I kill like 5,000 blob people, but that's not really considered connected. I don't know. It's still a cartoon, though. It's like, you know, it's a cartoon. All right, but I'm okay with saying you don't include all the parts where the person dies. I'm okay with saying, well, that's just like a weird little. That's a weird little part of the story where you admit that there's this weird little alternate timeline. He got to see a glimpse of his death through the looking glass. Am I doing this wrong? What am I pushing this towards? Oh, am I supposed to go? Definitely looks like there's a ladder right there. Is it gonna tell me when it's directly where it wants it to be? Yeah, I've played Portal. Portal's great. Portal, again, knows it's a video game. Portal tells a great story within the confines of a video game. Portal doesn't, Portal knows it's a bit of a goof. It doesn't take it... That's the one thing. Alright. All you have to do with a video game is you can't take it seriously. If you try to tell me a serious story, like a 100% serious story in a video game, I'm gonna laugh at you. Because it doesn't work. Portal knows it's a video game. Dude, what am I doing wrong? Do I have to double jump? I do have to double jump. There we go. This is not the one where you play as a chick. There's more than one. It's odd that people are not... I mean, I guess it makes sense, because the second one got all the attention. But this is the first one. I am moving a crate. Okay. I can accept in Red Dead Redemption. I can accept in any video game, yes. The deaths are technically like weird little whatevers. But everything that doesn't involve a death, that's canon to my character's experience, right? Because my character in Red Dead Redemption 2 has killed so many people. Mostly by accident, because I couldn't figure out the buttons. But my character, anytime he's put in any sort of situation, he starts accidentally stabbing people because he forgets what button to press. And then I go back to camp and everyone's like, ooh, you've got a real poetry inside you, Mr. Cowboy. There's a darkness to you, but there's a light as well. I'm like, I've killed 100 people. There's no light left in me. Any light left in me is some sort of odd lie. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid is the perfect video game in every way. It is the exactly perfect marriage of having a semi-serious story and still being aware that you're a video game. Having full awareness that you're a video game.
How are these things?
And not ever dropping that knowledge. Okay? And you can even talk about real world, like even Metal Gear talks about shit like nuclear proliferation, whatever else. And it talks about it in a very real way. But it also talks about it in a way where it's like, look, Snake's not a real person. You're a real person. Snake can't stop nuclear war. You can.
I have to save Yuna.
Perhaps for... Oh, I gotta just ignore these guys. Hey. Leave my daughter alone, god dang it.
Out of my way.
Do I gotta not hit it? Do I gotta press a button?
Give my daughter back.
Alright, I'm gonna go fight these little babies. Let's put it this way. Oh man, I'm definitely gonna make a video about that now. I was already planning on making a video about Metal Gear Solid, but now with this Red Dead Redemption thing, I'm like, yeah. Alright, I know exactly what I want to say.
I don't have time for this crap. I have to save Yuna.
Dude, I already tried doing the thing. What do you want me to do? Oh, I guess I just had to hit it exactly one more time. Leave my daughter alone, god damn it. Well, Mass Effect is different because you can't just walk around the space station killing everybody in Mass Effect, right? It like sets rules on what's possible to do within the universe. Because Red Dead Redemption's like, yeah, you can just walk into town and kill everybody. I mean, Mass Effect did a good job of
Stop.
finding a way to keep the action restrained.
By the heavens, I haven't.
Asked a mysterious book for help.
So, how do we save Yuna?
Once I destroy these shades, the magic barrier should disappear.
Combos tutorial.
Can really do that?
I am Grimoire Vice. My very name brings kingdoms to their knees.
Vice is German for white.
Get to it already, Vice!
You will refer to me by my full and proper name.
They just keep on
I
coming!
have a friend whose last name is
You
Weiss.
should not have turned your blades on
And I also
me,
enjoy
proud
Weisswurst, which is a
creatures.
white German sausage.
With a single word, I, Grimoire Vice, can shatter the very universe itself. Now, prepare
Damn it. I only played like, I think I played like 5 hours of the original Mass Effect, and then I lost my save.
Seems that the frantic bludgeoning you gave me earlier has caused my memory to escape me.
What?
The way these dang little monsters talk like, sound like 11-year-old children really kind of creeps me the fuck out. Oh, I'm shooting lasers now, bitch.
You just sucked the blood out of those things? What's going on?
Oh wait, did I learn Dark Blast?
You alright, Vice? Hang in there!
Is that all?
Can I save my daughter now? What are my thoughts on legalization? Yeah, legalize it all. All consensual crime should be legal. If two people agree to cut each other's arms off, fuck it. Yeah, Red Dead Online is coming out. Oh, fuck. This is gonna suck. Do that.
Foolish creatures charge heedlessly into battle. Still, dealing with both of them at once will prove to be a daunting
I'm gonna use the book.
Talking book and moving statues? Really?
It's all too real, my friend. Keep your sword high. It's defensive.
Whoa!
That sounds bad.
Enemies with such barriers are impervious to both weapons and magic.
Yeah, that's bad.
The enemy cannot move so long as the barrier is in place. Focus your attacks on the other. Calm yourself. The man who keeps his head in a fight is the one who emerges
Bap.
victorious.
I'd say. Oh, I meant to dodge that.
You fight like a one-legged chicken.
Damn it.
Mind not talking for a second?
Now, put him out of his misery.
There we go. Oh, did I unlock that thing? Whoa! What? Oh! God, my character looks fucking ridiculous. I did learn Darklands.
Learn the pattern of his shots, then finish him off.
Thanks for the tip. Is this more of your power?
Seems so.
You sure you know what you're doing there?
Oh, damn, dude. Man, he's got range. Map. Ow.
Now is your chance.
Bam, 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 bam. Oh yeah, magic book. Oh my god! Mine is the drill that will pierce the heavens. Ooh! Yeah, my problem with Red Dead Redemption, it's always assumed you're playing exaggerated history. I don't know, man. Yeah, consensual crime. Drug dealing is a consensual crime. Both parties have agreed that they want a thing to occur. Cops don't need to enter into it. Same with prostitution. Somebody wants to sell their body, fine. As long as both parties enter into it with full information, it's consensual. Now, if you have an STD and don't tell the other person before you charge them for sex, that's a crime because it's no longer consensual because you did not fully disclose all information. Or if you give someone a drug and they don't, you know, you don't tell them, hey, by the way, I cut this with bleach. That's also a crime. But if you're on the up and up and you're like, look, man, this is cocaine. It's gonna fuck you up. You might get addicted to it. Somebody can make that decision. They can be like, well, you know what? That's fine. I'm okay with that piece of it. Now, there's some limits there. I'd say the majority of consensual crime should be, what do you call it, legalized. Definitely drugs. As long as it's possible to give whoever's buying the drugs. Like, look, it's LSD. It's gonna do this. If the drug actively can be proven that it will, you know, kill the majority of users, no. That's different. No, Kelly, Kelly made it so it's, you don't have to tell a sex partner that you have AIDS. I don't know. I mean, it's a complicated law anyway, because it's like... Because then the idea is that people aren't going to get tested. Because if you get tested for AIDS, and then you become aware of it, all of a sudden you've put yourself in a position where you could commit a crime that you couldn't have committed if you didn't get tested. Like by making yourself aware of
I'm
your
sorry. I didn't mean to.
your diseased
I just
status
wanted to help.
by choosing
It's
to have an
all right,
STD
Nora.
test.
Don't worry about it.
You've opened yourself up to more crimes that you can potentially be prosecuted with.
Perhaps we...
The shrine's gonna collapse.
Because let's say you accidentally, let's say you had sex with somebody and beforehand you told them, you said, look, I have AIDS. And they said, yeah, that's okay. And then afterwards they get AIDS and they say, oh, he never told me. You go, well, no, I did tell them. And they go, well, sorry, he says you didn't tell him, so we're going to prosecute you with a crime. Whereas if you don't get tested, no matter what, you can just be like, I didn't know I had AIDS. Never got tested. There was no way I could have told him.
You're faster than I thought.
So that's why that whole law is way stupidly complicated.
Dad. I couldn't find a lunar tear. I'm so sorry.
I made it up. There's no magic flower that was going to make you
wanted to
feel
get
better, you dumb girl.
So
I refuse to make
you
eye
wouldn't have
contact
to
with you
worry
because my
anymore.
PS3 era character model is in...
I'm sorry.
If you got tested, there's evidence of it.
Don't worry about
Yeah, but you can also not get tested. There's no rule that says you have to get an STD test.
Yona.
Yona, no.
Uh-oh. It is very possible that his head was missing in the cutscene. Today, Popol has sent me a new book about a great big tree. I really hope it has a happy ending. There's nothing worse than a sad tree. That is true. She has the black scrawl. That's fucking weird. Yo, magic book, help me save my daughter. She has magic words on her body. Time to use my magic door that pops me to the other side of my house. If you don't get tested, how do you know you have it? You don't. Okay, the idea is you want everyone to get tested, but you've now created an incentive for people to not get tested. Do you understand what I'm saying? You want all gay people to get tested and know whether or not they have AIDS, and then they can avoid giving AIDS to other people.
I would gladly help her. had I
But you're
the means
punishing
to
them
do so.
for getting tested by having a crime for which you can only prosecute people who have been tested. You get what I'm saying there? If you never get tested, you can't ever possibly be prosecuted of knowingly giving someone AIDS, because you can just be like, I didn't know I had AIDS. But by getting a drug test, you can now, or an AIDS test, now you can be prosecuted. So if you're a gay man, you're like, you know what, I just don't even want to bother with it. Just one more reason to not get a fucking AIDS test. I'm just gonna not do it. Kelly, legalize something that's illegal for a reason.
Damn it! This isn't happening.
Okay, but again, you want people to get. If you gave AIDS to somebody who didn't have it, they can link it to you. Right, but it's not illegal to unknowingly give someone AIDS. Let's say I have AIDS and I don't know it, and then I have sex with somebody. Right. Okay, Mozion. Let's say I have AIDS, but I'm unaware of it. I've never gotten tested. I don't know that I have AIDS. I have AIDS, but I don't know about it. Then I have sex with somebody else, and they get AIDS. That's not illegal. I didn't know I had AIDS. I did not give somebody AIDS without knowing about it, you know? But if I get tested, now I am capable of giving people AIDS while knowing about it, and thus can be charged with a crime. What you're talking about is worthless once you know it's illegal. Again, it's about encouraging people to get AIDS tests. I feel like we're having a disconnect here. They did a cost benefit analysis. They said, how many people are really spreading AIDS on purpose? The number is very low. Are we saying the same thing in different ways? Well, he's saying that it's bad. I'm saying it's fine. Because the number of people who are not disclosing that they have AIDS to their partners or whatever else, it's not that high, man. People aren't that big of a dick. Especially now, everybody knows how bad AIDS is. Okay, so they said, look, the number of people who are going to not tell their partner about AIDS is negligible.
This isn't happening.
So we might as well just make it so everybody wants to get the test. We should make it so, look, man, just get yourself tested. It's not a big deal. Okay? It's not illegal to have AIDS. Who cares? You gotta weigh the greater good, man. really, nobody's going... what? You can just link it with after the fact with your own test. Right, but it's still not illegal. Even if you find out... What are you talking about? You can link it after the fact with your own test. What do you think happens if somebody is undiagnosed and has sex with somebody and gives them AIDS? Do you think that's illegal? Because it's not. You can't be held accountable for giving someone AIDS if you didn't know you had AIDS. The only way you can be held accountable is if you knew you had AIDS and didn't disclose it. And even then, again, I don't know, man. I don't think you're hearing what I'm saying for some reason. My daughter has a magic disease. How do I like Red Dead? I hate it. It's malicious intent. If you've been tested. So if you don't get tested, then you're in the clear. So you would prefer that gay people don't get tested, basically. Or you're okay with gay people not getting tested. You're like, that's fine. I would prefer that less gay people get tested so that we can prosecute the ones who try to give people AIDS. Hey, magic lady with the loot. Do you know how to fix my stupid daughter?
You're back.
Never mind the...
Now, see here.
Wait, you're Grimoire Vice? Oh, that is...
You know.
Of course.
Easy.
White book
Song
mentioned
of
in the
Ancient. It's in a
song.
forgotten life.
Do you know?
Well, it's not like... There's this terrible black book that... But then this white... What is...
Tell me about this black book.
What?
What kind of idiot sings a song without knowing what it means?
Everyone?
This kind of
That's
idiot?
funny.
Popolo.
Who sings a song without knowing what it means? Most people, I'd say. I don't know. You hear a song, you don't know why the guy wrote it. Yeah, we have a magic book
White
that can
book.
talk.
A black book. And a disease.
Can the black book be
Something
spreading the
wrong.
disease? But yeah, Scott, my opinion is that Red Dead
Just
Redemption
thinking is all.
is a giant step in the wrong direction for video games. It is exactly what video games should be trying to not do.
Say.
You know what's great about Grand Theft Auto? It knows it's a joke. It doesn't try to be serious.
When the great black book, Grimoire Noir, plunges the world into chaos, the white book, Grimoire Vice, will appear with his sealed verses.
Forced STD
He will
testing,
then
eh?
vanquish Grimoire Noir and restore harmony to the world.
When is forced STD
Or so the
testing a
legend
thing?
goes.
What's a sealed verse?
These records are really old, so I can't say for sure. I imagine it's some kind of magic.
If the black book is chaos, the white book must be able to cure it. It's just some old legend. Bitch, we literally have a magic talking book.
And yet you know nothing regarding the whereabouts of Grimoire Noir.
Sorry, but there's nothing about that in any of the records.
When you get married, you have to have an STD test? What? I don't think that's true. Some states require STD testing. Wow, had no fucking idea.
What we do know is that there's a number of these.
Okay, but Mozion, what does it matter if a judge can order an STD test? Why does that matter?
These verses are intrinsically linked.
Fine. Then I...
Have you got?
What an absurdly reckless plan.
I won't stand around while my daughter dies.
Now wait, you're really gonna do this, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna go
I've
find the
heard
magic
shades
book.
leads Past the bridge on the I marked it. Maybe you could find one.
Alright, we gotta find all the sealed verses. Go talk to the village chief and the highest guild. Then the person can't say they don't know. What are you talking about? They didn't know. How would they know if they never got tested? What are you talking about? They have no plausible deniability. If they got tested, but they didn't. What are you talking about, man? I played Automata for like 2 seconds, Brent Johnson. This is after the fact of what? Okay. After the fact, they found out they gave someone AIDS. It's not illegal to give someone AIDS. Unless you knew that you had AIDS. Isn't what's illegal. Okay. It's the instances after. What's up, Odak? Okay. I have no idea what you... Okay. So you're saying after the first time? You know, most people who get AIDS, like, it's not like you have a court case. And sometimes you don't even know where you got AIDS from or who you got AIDS from. Somebody can even tell you. Even if somebody tells you, hey, I got AIDS, I think you might have been the one who gave it to me.
You can save Yona, Vice.
Hell, you may be able to save the whole damn world.
Okay, but the only way you can know that you're spreading it is if you get tested, and nobody is required to get tested. Unless, as you say, they're getting married for some reason in a certain state.
You really should treat omnipotent magical beings with more respect.
This is so confusing. Or a judge orders it. Yeah, but why? Okay.
But I'll do what it takes to
A judge is only going to order it in the rarest of occasions. And again, you'd have to prove there's some sort of malicious intent to get it in front of a judge. It's not just like somebody gets AIDS and all of a sudden everybody who ever had sex with that person gets called into court. If you get AIDS, there's not all of a sudden a criminal investigation, okay? Like, that's not how the law works. There would have to be, like, a pattern of misbehavior. Dude, what court cases do you think are happening? People aren't suing each other for getting AIDS, I'm pretty sure, are they? This game makes you... Yeah, man, I wish I could play Final Fantasy 14. There's just... I can't play MMOs because it's like... There's too much content. And I'm never going to have enough time to experience... like, even 2 seconds of it. I have not played Spider-Man or God of War. I have such a backlog, dude. There are so many games that I bought that I have not played. So I'm like just trying to beat through a backlog right now. Famous Nier 2D sequences. Like, dude, I have PS1 games I still want to play. Somebody gave me Red Dead Redemption, and I did get Black Ops because I thought it would be fun to stream, which it was. Okay, but they don't have those court cases anymore, Marcion. Find me a recent court case. Okay? It's only California that made it not legal. I don't know any other part of the country that's having these court cases. Wow, I don't have room for these medicinal herbs. Thanks for keep trying to give them to me. Is this just medicinal herb row? Can I like come back later and get more medicinal herbs? I don't even think I'm supposed to be going this way. I'm exploring. Obtained clay. Yes! You guys know I love me some clay. If people stop killing other people, should killing people be illegal? Having trouble processing that statement. Oh, hey, thanks, Scott. Scott, I'm sorry you gave me Red Dead Redemption, because well, I'm going to say this. I thank you for giving me Red Dead Redemption. Sorry I forgot your name. I'm not good at names. Why do you have copies of all these games, by the way? Like I said, you gave me Red Dead Redemption. I'll play it if somebody gives it to me. I'm not going to buy it. Red Dead Redemption has been a very enlightening experience, and I will probably make a video about it. I have decided just now. Just now I have realized that I want to make my video about Red Dead Redemption. It does mean I'm going to have to play more Red Dead Redemption. So probably next time I stream, I'll be playing more of the cowboy game to finalize my opinions on him. Should killing people be legal? You know what, Marcion? I'm gonna say I think we just disagree on this. I think that the law as written doesn't make sense. I forget the exact legal justification for why. I could probably look up the exact. Hold on. I'm gonna look real quick. California knowingly STD. Okay, so it's a misdemeanor first of all to give somebody whatever. I don't even think they. I think they just changed it to. I don't know. Well, according to this page, they didn't change it. It says they just lowered the penalties. Okay, so it's just not a. It's still illegal. It's just not a felony anymore. Yeah, it encourages people to get tested, which will overall reduce rates of HIV. That is the reason why they made the change. It makes sense to me. Let's put it that way.
How could there be shades here?
If it overall reduces the rates of HIV transmission by, again, it's still legal. They reduced it to a misdemeanor instead of a felony. So if it lowers the rates, good. That seems like a good solution. And it is true that the law doesn't apply to people who unknowingly do it, and I agree with you there. And no, nor should it. It's hard to have this discussion with lag, huh? Leave me alone, you little monsters. I do, which is better? That God of War game interests me probably more than Spider-Man. As I was talking to somebody yesterday, they're like, look, man, you play Spider-Man, you're just playing as a narc. I'm like, I don't want to play as a narc. He's like, yeah, you bust drug dealers and shit. I'm like, oh, again, I don't want to bust drug dealers. I don't care if you're selling drugs. Am I busting drug dealers or like selling it on the playground, or just dudes are, you know? I don't care if you're selling cocaine. I don't care if you're selling heroin, man. You're not forcing me to do it. Legalize consensual crime. Let people make their own mistakes. I guess heroin's pretty bad, huh? Yeah, I can do the call-in while I play stuff. I want somebody to run a switchboard for me. Well, I tell you what, Scott, I still don't understand. Why don't you just sell the codes, bro? I'm sure somebody will pay you like half price for them. Yeah, I'll take... You know what? Maybe I will start taking calls while I stream. I tell you what, if anybody's in my Discord right now, if you hop in the Vito Show channel, I will let you bother me while I play Nier Automata. Or not Automata, just Nier. It appears to be deserted. Besides, don't all gay people want to get AIDS? It's like a badge of courage now. That's a joke. Man, at some point there was like a guy who wrote like a whole article on bug chasers for the fucking Rolling Stone about gay guys who like are trying to get AIDS, pulling condoms out of the trash can at gay parties, trying to give themselves all the diseases. And then the gay community was like, look, man, we know that it's happening. Can you please not publish this article right now? People already hate gay people and think we're insane. Okay, we're gonna figure out how to stop. We're gonna try and find those guys and make it stop. Just, people aren't gonna read that article and form a nuanced opinion of gay people. No, it's not a joke article. That's a legitimate thing in the gay community. I think it's less now. But it's dudes who either A, have a sexual fetish for dying of AIDS, or B, think that they aren't real gay people without getting AIDS, because all the gay icons have died of AIDS. They're like, I want to be like Freddie Mercury, he died of AIDS. I want to be a real gay man. Bug chasers, look it up, it's horrifying. Oh, somebody's in the Vito Show channel. Cashew, can you hear me? Cashew. Alex, there's a group of gay people who
How are we supposed to reach
cut
the
off their
chief?
dick and balls because their partners are into it. They're called nullos. They put a rubber band around their dick so all the blood to their dick gets cut off and their dick falls off. It's like a sexual community of psychopaths. There's stuff out there, man. Let's put it that way.
Vito.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man? I'm back.
Hey, what's up?
I'm back.
What's
Vito,
going on?
I just gotta say, I don't want to be that guy, but like, I just gotta say, I feel so bad. Like, imagine having your like sexual identity be so closely associated with just like such an awful disease.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It
like,
sucks. And it gives,
it's like tainted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it gives religious people this like thing, and they're like, "That's God punishing the homos."
Right. Right.
God doesn't want you to have the gay sex. That's why He gave them the monkey disease.
Yeah.
And
I get like it's life, you know, but
Yeah.
it's not.
And it's like, look, man. It's not like only gay people get AIDS. It's just more common.
Yeah.
Because hey, man, they party. If anything, that's the coolest thing about gay people is they just have sex all the time. They love it.
Honestly.
Yeah. I wish I was having sex all the time.
So easy to get laid if you're gay, from what I've heard.
Yeah, Alex is asking about nullos in the chat. You ever hear about the guys who get their dicks cut off or let them fall off?
What? No.
Yeah, it's bad. It's another.
That's awful.
But look, man, there's crazy people everywhere. There's like people.
Okay, I guess if that's what you want to do, it's your right. But
well,
like,
there was a dude. There was a dude in Germany who like paid a guy to kill him and eat his body because it was like the ultimate sexual.
I heard about that. Well, there's like the Cannibal Cafe on like the deep web.
Yeah, yeah.
About this. Have you read about this?
No. Is it just like a bunch of cannibal dudes?
It's like, yeah, and I don't know. I don't think it exists anymore. But basically, it was like for people who wanted to be in to meet up with people who want to eat people.
Yeah,
and
man.
like there was a murder case where like it might have been the same one that you're talking about. I'm not sure. It's very similar.
There was one in Germany that was like a big deal where they're like
they cut off his dick and they shared the dick and then he killed the guy and ate him.
Oh, it's the worst.
It was crazy.
Scott in the chat is offering me a game code, and I feel bad though because he already gave me Red Dead Redemption. Look, man, you don't got to give me games. I feel bad. I don't want to take your money. That being said, if you really do not want to try and do anything else with those codes, feel free to gift me one. But yeah, I do feel, man, like gay dudes. I know a lot of gay dudes, man. They're good people. They're just dudes who want to have a good time.
They're just dudes, and I mean, there's some assholes that are also gay, but like generally, like there's people, dude. There's just people.
Just people living their lives,
living their best life.
Yeah, what are people worried about? I mean, one time I remember, like, some dude's uncle was on Facebook, and I remember just trying to, like, get it through his skull, because he's like, it's unnatural, they can't make children, and, like, all this shit, and we're like, yeah, but why does it matter? And he's like, well, because it's against nature, and you're like, well, yeah, but a lot of shit's against nature, man, like, you know, nature tells you to go out and grab a woman and drag her back to her cave and rape the shit out of her, but we don't just do that, you know?
That is what nature tells you to do. That's what it wants you to do.
Do you know that the human penis is specifically designed to rape? The bulbous head is designed in a way that after a woman has had sex with another man, the head of your penis is designed to pull the semen out that man implanted, so that your seed will take its place.
What?
Yeah, the head of your penis is designed like a little. You know how it kind of like flares out from
the
tip? Yeah, that's so like the suction action will scoop out the semen of the last man to rape the woman, so that yours persists.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's an evolutionary. People don't talk about that because people don't want to know that the human body is specifically built to rape
I don't
women.
know if I wanted to know that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's
and also on top of all that, like basically like, you know, we're about to have an overpopulation problem. Maybe it'll be like 50 years or something, but like we're gonna have it. So like, honestly, if we can have less kids, I think that's a generally positive, like net positive for humanity.
I honestly think that our species might recognize when overpopulation is going on, and there might be some evolutionary trait that's like, all right, I'm gonna start making more homosexual people, because then instinctively, I know. You know, instinctively, if there's more homosexual people, there'll be less kids. It's like our entire species is communicating with each other.
But that wouldn't be that. Evolution wouldn't work that way because if they weren't having kids, then their DNA wouldn't pass on.
Yeah, but
so that wouldn't catch on, you know.
But it also, like, if there's overpopulation, then there's gonna be like famine and shit, and so the DNA is not gonna be passed on anyway. You know. Because those people will die before they can pass on their DNA.
Right.
I mean, obviously, I have no reason to believe, no way to back this up. It's a completely bullshit theory.
I think we're both just talking out of our asses.
Yeah. It's pretty.
What's wrong with that?
Anyway, don't rape women. That's a good. That's important.
Well, that's not what we're justifying here.
But yeah, again, like a lot of what we do is like purposefully unnatural, man. Like, come on, we grow we now genetically organized. Not even that, like before that even. Okay, I mean the human race is always engaged in being like, all right, we're gonna breed bananas until bananas are a completely different fruit, you know. We've always been fucking with nature. Have you ever seen what the original banana looked like? It was like this horrible, spiny, fucked up thing. Yeah,
we kind of perfected it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, we totally play God as much as we can.
Exactly. It's funny because, like, there's this pastor, like, there's this famous, like, Christian video where this dude's like, you know that God exists because of the banana. And he goes, because look, it fits perfectly in your hand. You know, it's got like a little handle to hold it. And you're like, yeah. And you're like, yeah, because we genetically modified it to do that. Like,
that's your proof, dog?
Yeah. His proof is like completely backwards. He's proving the exact opposite.
Chief.
He's saying, actually, God put poison on this earth that we did not need, and then we found a way to make it work for us.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. It's interesting. All right, Scott's making me choose a code. Do I want God of War or Spider-Man?
Ooh, Spider-Man. I know you're talking about not wanting to be a snitch or whatever, but
yeah,
Spider-Man would be fun, dude.
I don't know, man. That God of War look. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. My guy just fell. Oh, I guess it doesn't kill him. That God of War looks real good though.
That's true.
I do like swinging around. I tell you what, Scott. God, I need more time to think. Let me think about it.
Pressure's on.
Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going right now in this here video game. Anyway,
dude, I'm so excited for enemy weapon, dude.
Oh man, it's a coming. I'm gonna put some cool stuff in there.
Hey, so what's the so like I got the weapons here. So what's the timeline looking like on like?
Oh, on like figuring out the weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write out like a little thing, and it's gonna be like, here are some ideas for weapons. Here's like some good guidelines on how to think about them. You know? Because you don't want it to be like a flamethrower.
Right, or just some dumb shit.
I mean, it could be a flamethrower. That might like actually have some applications, but if it's like, oh, like twin encrusted daggers with like a +20 against ogres, it's like, okay, stop. No, that doesn't make any sense. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be helpful to anyone.
I want them to be quality cards.
Yeah, well, you want them to have like more than one use. You know, you want it like so that it's like somebody could like actually kind of think about it and use it in more than one way.
Right.
So I'm gonna work that up, and then that'll be maybe like I don't know. I don't have a timeline for it. I guess I got to kind of figure out exactly. Right now I'm like finalizing the cards that are gonna be in the actual box. But yeah, I don't know.
Right.
I'll get it out to everybody. Everybody will know about it. Just keep an eye out. Check your email. You won't miss it.
Right. All right. No, I'm not worried. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
But,
all right. But yeah, what's going on in your life, man? Anything fun?
I've been playing a ton of Borderlands 2 lately with some buds, man. I've been getting back into Borderlands 2.
I never played Borderlands 2. I played the first one.
Listen.
Yeah.
The first one has really good reviews, but like the second one, like this is my first time actually playing through it, and I'm having an absolute blast.
Well, the original Borderlands was like so clearly unfinished. It was like kind of disturbing. You're like, oh, at like a certain point, you just like stopped making the game. Like the plot is like non-existent. You're like fighting. You keep fighting these men for some reason. I forget what this noise is. As I'm playing this game, it keeps making this noise, which is like I think the noise my camera makes on my phone whenever I turn it on. It's really distracting. Did you play the first Borderlands?
I haven't.
You spend the whole game though, like you got to find the vault, dude. Where all the hunters are looking for the vault, and you're like, okay. And like also this chick keeps showing up randomly in like the corner of your screen. She's like, yeah. We're gonna find the vault. You're the chosen hunter or some shit. And you're like, all right, who the fuck are you exactly? And then you get to the end, and you find the vault, and the vault just has like a dragon in it. And you're like, all right. And she's like, all right, you found the vault. Game over. And you're like, wasn't really satisfying. I have no idea what the fuck just happened. So yeah, that's why I didn't play the second one, because the first one.
Yeah, that sounds super lame.
Also, the first one, when I played it, I just randomly got some like way god tier weapon at like the very beginning of the game. So I was like, oh, and it just like carried me through the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I kind of want to try a new weapon, but there's like no point.
Right.
They got to do another Borderlands at some point, huh?
I've heard rumors about Borderlands 3, dude. I've heard rumors.
Cause what's the
whispers?
Is the last game they put out that fucking Battleborn?
Some dumb shit.
Yeah, Battleborn was like their attempt to make an Overwatch game, and it was so bad. I made fun of that game a whole lot because it was just the ugliest, stupidest looking game ever.
It was like what Hulu was to Netflix for a long time.
Yeah. Oh man, fucking
just like
Hulu.
the ugly cousin.
It would appear there are no powerful
But
shades here.
I do like Hulu now, though.
Yeah, I actually canceled my Hulu because there's like, I shouldn't even have Netflix. I don't watch anything on either of them. What is on Hulu?
For me, South Park, dog.
Yeah, that's true.
I dig South Park, and you know what? Hulu has the episode like the next day.
Right. What do you call it? I kept trying to watch Bob's Burgers, and it was just the worst.
Was it?
Yeah, do you ever watch
that
that show?
Say I have watched it. I liked Bob's Burgers. Are you talking about the experience of watching on Hulu or the show itself?
Just the show itself. When it started off, it was like, okay. But then it just got terrible.
I think it's pretty good, but it's just not that great. Like, it's good enough to stay on the air.
Yeah.
But not good enough to, like, binge watch, for me personally.
It's just sad because it has, like, John Benjamin, who's, like, the best. And it's just, did you ever watch Home Movies, which used to be on Adult Swim?
No.
Home Movies is like one of the best cartoons ever. And John Benjamin, who does the voice of the dad on Bob's Burgers, he plays this like soccer coach who's a terrible terrible human being and always giving the kids like awful advice.
Right.
It's like fucking, dude, it's so good. Just like try to find a supercut of just the soccer coach character, because it's like so fucking funny. At one point, there's one episode where he gets like super drunk, and he's watching QVC, like the Home Shopping Network, and they're selling like a swords package. You know those like, you know how people like buy swords for no reason sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
So he buys the thing. It's like you get 30 swords. And he's like, oh man, and he buys them, and then he like has no money left. He's like super pissed off, and he can't return them. So he's at like the grocery store trying to buy groceries, and they're like, "Sir, we can't accept swords as payment." He's like, "Look, man, I'm not asking you to take swords all the time, just this one time." He's like, "Sir, he's like, "Sir, if I take your swords, I have to take everyone's swords."
Dude, honestly, if I ran a business or if I was selling something and some guy offered me a sword, I feel like I'd have to take it.
You would consider it. You would.
I would take it on principle.
Yeah,
like if it was like a real, you know, real-sized metal sword, like
you'd take it under advisement, man.
Absolutely, unless it was like a $500 item or something.
What's crazy now is like, I'm like just looking online. It's like Chinese people, you can just buy a sword for like $10. I'm like, man, maybe I should buy a sword.
It's crazy. You can buy swords really cheap if you buy them from like China or whatever.
Yeah,
Some little 5-year-old kid made it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes they're really crappy and you don't want them, but sometimes they look legit. There's I've been looking on this site now called AliExpress. You ever heard of that site?
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Ship from China, super cheap.
Super cheap. I've actually like started trying to drop ship stuff, which is when you just sell stuff from that site.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So I started like a little site, and I've been trying to drop ship like garbage from AliExpress.
Oh, for sure. Have you been successful? I've heard mixed results.
I've about broken even at this point. It's all about like figuring out how to advertise it right, and also finding stuff that like.
But you're saying some people did, but you like are making money. Like some people did buy it.
Yeah. Like I found like this little like Chinese Game Boy that has like Mario and all this bootleg shit on it. It's like it's got like Nintendo games on it. It's actually like super legit for $15. So
right.
it's $15 to get it from Chinese people, and then what do you call it? And then I tried selling it for like 30, and I sold like a decent amount, I guess. But the problem is that I'm spending like $15 a day on advertising.
Right.
Yes.
You got to be getting those sales.
Right. That's the thing, is like you lose your money on the advertising. Anyway, Spajones wants to get in on talking, so Kashu, I'm gonna let you go, buddy.
All right, adios.
But I will be in touch. I look forward to your weapon card.
I love you, dude.
All right, talk to you, bro.
Talk to you later.
Get out of my channel, damn it. Spajones, what do you want to call me on Skype or something? You can call me, man. I'll take your call. Maybe this should be my gimmick, is I chat to people while I play the video game and they get really lost because I can't focus at all. Why did I go? What do I do now? Because I went to the village quest. Incomplete quest. All quest. Am I just supposed to go back at this point? Because that guy wouldn't talk to me?
How is Nier, by the way? Is it good? Is it bad?
It's good. I like it.
It's good.
I'm definitely lost right now, but
alright.
The game itself feels good. Oh, I guess I was just supposed to come back here.
So are you gonna start doing open mics again soon, or?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Did I tell you my idea to like stream them, right?
Yeah, you did. I think I might. I think at some point around the time you start, I'll start too. Because I joined the stand-up comedy Discord.
Yeah.
And all of them are pretty. I feel like when you surround yourselves with people who do comedy, it kind of gets you to like get a little bit of a competitive. Yeah, like oh fuck, these people are doing shit. I gotta do shit too.
Yeah, it makes you feel like a lazy son of a bitch.
Yeah, if you're like in a shitty general class in high school, you're not going to try. But if you're in like an advanced class and you see all these people trying around you, you're like, oh, I better get my shit together. I better do something.
Yeah, again, I really would like to find somebody who like wants to go to the open mics with me.
Who's that girl who tried to get you to go to those mics? What's her name? She used to do
Sarah, but she doesn't do like stand-up anymore.
What? Why not?
I don't know. I don't think she ever I think she was doing it for a while, but then kind of got like tired of it.
I mean, I feel like she's the kind of person who would have to deal with dudes constantly hitting on her, like creepy open micers.
No, she does. She definitely does.
God, that's what bothers me when.
Yeah.
That just sucks because you already are doing like being vulnerable on stage, but then you also have to deal with like,
and then afterwards,
creepy dudes
all these creepos are like, "Oh, did you know I also tell jokes?" And it's like, oh, cool, neat.
Like, just because she's damaged doesn't mean she's gonna fall for you, dudes.
Yeah, everybody does stand up is damaged, right?
Yeah. And more, I feel like, do you ever like surprise yourself by how much you're like, oh, that's a new thing? Like, I didn't know that was part of the package.
Well, with like a person, you know, or a person yourself,
or just yourself, you know. You're like, oh, that's a new page.
Man, I'm just like, I try not to overanalyze myself because I'm like, man, like the other day, this dude invited me to like to go to like Little Tokyo and hang out, and I'm like, oh, cool, yeah, and I went and I hung out with him, and I'm like, yeah, you're the last human being I've seen. When we hung out a month ago. He's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen another human being since then. You came over? Yeah. No, but then I figured out, no, that one kid came over my house to do a stream a week after.
Oh my god.
So it had been like 3 weeks since I'd seen another human being.
How are you not like murdering people yet? Like,
I just hang out with my cats though. Like my cats replace human interaction. I've figured out.
That's like.
And being online and just arguing on Twitter. Oh my god.
I thought I was a shut-in.
Oh man, it's pretty bad. Well, you don't you live with like people? You don't live by yourself.
True. Yeah. I mean, I'm in high school still, so
yeah.
My parents.
See, but you have like friends that you see because you have to see them, and probably.
Yeah, that's true.
You know when I used to hang out? Here's the problem with me: is like, I'm really lazy, right? So when I used to hang out with people, it was like people who had a car, and would come over my house and pick me up. Either that.
You have a car?
No, I have a car. I'm just like, I don't want to like meet people. LA sucks, first of all. Like, if I want to go to my buddy's house, I got to plan to drive for, like, 30, 40 minutes at the minimum. And then 30, 40 minutes to get back.
This is what you should have gotten in New York instead of Los Angeles.
Yeah, but LA's got TV, man. That's where I want to get to. I love TV.
That's true.
I think TV's the perfect medium.
Oh, you want to be a writer?
Yeah.
What's your favorite, like, comedy show? Yeah. I've been watching through Marin recently, and that show is so fucking good.
Yeah, I never got too deep into Marin.
I mean, you got the first season and a half is a little rocky because Marin never really acted before, or hadn't acted in a really long time, and he's himself, so he's just kind of learning who he is. And then about a month and a half in, I think it starts to get, in my opinion, almost to the heights of Louis.
Really?
Yeah, especially when you start to get into like season 3 and stuff. But it's Marin.
Yeah.
So if you don't like Marin, then you're gonna not like the show. He's kind of an asshole, but if you find that kind of dynamic interesting, I think you'd like the show.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm an asshole, so maybe that's why I don't relate to him, because I'm like, oh, I'm just like this guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can just get this in my own life. What do you call it? You know what show I hated was that Master of None. Did you watch that at all?
I'm not a big Aziz guy, and I'm not into romance shows. Like,
yeah,
I think
that's the thing.
It's like, if you're a comedian, I want to see you be a weird, neurotic, awkward person,
right?
And treat other people like that's why I love Curb.
Well, you don't want to see comedians. I think the whole thing about comedy is. I mean, I have a lot of like weird thoughts about it, but I think like self-deprecation is like kind of an essential part. I think a comedian for the audience is supposed to serve the point of being like, at least you're not me, man. At least, no matter what's going on in your life, at least you're able to just go through the day without looking at shit and being like, oh, everything sucks. Why is everything like this?
Yeah.
Why won't you people wake up? You know?
Yeah.
Like as a comedian, you're just like pissed at like stupid shit.
Because you see the real world and they don't.
Yeah.
But like,
but the thing is, they do see it.
They see it for that hour that they see you.
Or they see it, but they don't dwell on it. Because you know the old thing of like, oh man, he tells it like it is, you know? Oh, I always thought that, I just never said it.
Yeah,
and it's like,
you say what's in the back of people's minds.
It's the thing that people, what do you call it? They think it, but they don't dwell on it because they know it'll drive them insane. Whereas comedians were like, yeah, it's driving me insane, but I can't stop thinking about it.
That's true.
It's also a big reason, and again, for me, it's a big reason why I think people don't like female comedians. Is kind of in society, you're kind of trained to like, you don't want women to feel bad about themselves, almost.
Yeah, I know. You want them to be a pretty angel.
Well, you want them to be like positive when they're like, oh, you know, I'm fat or I'm ugly. And if a guy says that, you're like, yeah, you are fat and ugly, you fucking moron.
Yeah, because men are supposed to be the rock and
right.
Emotions.
But when a girl is like, oh, I'm so gross and I do this, you're like, nah, you're perfect. You're fine.
Yeah. It only works when you're not super attractive.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing. I'm gonna say something a little controversial already. I think that Amy Schumer's first album was actually really good.
I don't know if I. Yeah. I remember some of the jokes from it. It's been a while.
Her album Cutting, I think it's a good sort of Dave Attell style.
Is that where she does the Puerto Rican joke that everybody's mad about? I think it's Puerto Rican. Where she's like,
I think it's Mexican wetback or whatever.
Well, she goes, she's like, I used to date Mexicans, but now I'm going full consensual.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that's real bad.
Yeah, I thought the whole Cutting album, I remember listening to that and being like, this is really good. And then she made her special, her HBO special.
Well, she's had a couple
like,
of
them.
Yeah.
This is a little rocky. This isn't as good as. And then she made that Netflix special. Oh my god.
I didn't even watch the Netflix special because everybody was like, yeah, you just cringe your whole fucking way through it. I'm like, I don't feel like doing that.
She Kinnison so hard. Have you seen Kinnison had like the biggest like slump I've ever seen from a comedian. He had that first special.
Yeah.
Which I think is, I think is louder than
I think it holds up.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Again, it's homophobic, yeah, but it's still funny.
Right.
And then his next special, Family Entertainment Hour. Oh, that was
real bad.
Real bad. Not good at all. And it's just this. It's next level. Or what do you think of Dice?
Dice is really interesting.
I think he's interesting too, but.
Well, he was like, he started off as like a little Jewish boy, right?
Yeah, I know. And then he came up with that character.
He came up with a character, and then he decided, oh man, everybody really likes this character. And then he became the Dice Man. He's like, fine, this is me now.
The problem with those one-note guys, though, is that they shoot up, and then people are like, I don't want to ever see this fucking guy ever again in my life after however many years. After, what's in the bowl, bitch, is only funny after like 50,000 times.
Yeah.
People are like, all right, shut the fuck up, I don't care anymore. Then they throw out their shirts into the streets. Because have you seen those shows with Dice?
Which ones? The ones where everybody's going nuts?
Yeah, where he's at like Madison Square Garden and he's got this wall of people screaming the punchline with him.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he was huge for a hot second.
And if I was in Vegas and he was playing, I'd definitely go see him just to see what he's like now. Because, he was on Joe Rogan like a year and a half ago. I think Big J might have even been on the same episode with him.
Did he fight with Rogan?
I don't think so. He was actually pretty funny from what I remember. He was being Dice, but he was funny.
Yeah. I remember being on like Howard Stern and shit a couple times.
Stern bugs the shit out of me. He's just kind of a big asshole.
Well, like
he sat in his chair and he used to make fun of those big showbiz people.
Yeah.
And then he gets successful and now he's this big showbiz guy. He's like, I like it when Ellen dances, and he's becoming exactly what he hates.
Well, well, you're a big you like Artie, right?
Yeah, I love Artie. It bums me out. He's going back into rehab.
Is he?
Which is good. Yeah, he's going back. He's just a couple days ago. He's got like a dude from the state who's sponsoring him. He says he's serious this time, but it's hard because I read that book. I read Too Fat to Fish. I know his moves. I know what his little games he plays.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And have you seen his nose recently?
Yeah, it's so big.
It's fucked beyond belief.
Is that from cocaine or some shit? He's not even doing cocaine. I thought he's doing heroin.
here's the funny thing. He does heroin, but he snorts it. And people are like, he's like, I would never shoot it. That's too much.
Right.
He literally said that. He literally, for some reason to him, there's a big difference between sniffing and shooting. It's like there's this big
I didn't even know you could
difference.
sniff heroin.
Yeah, me neither, but that's what he does. He's like, and then boom. That's how he does his
Yeah, his
heroin.
nose is so fucked. It's insane.
Yeah, I know. And
you're like, dude, why didn't you stop when you're like, oh, my nose is... Is it gonna, like, get fixed? Is it gonna, like, go down?
No, I don't think. He fucked his nose up. Because it has to do with, like, the tissue expanding.
Oh, dude, I'm looking at a picture right now. It's, like, 10 times the size of his original nose, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's really sad.
It's just getting, like, worse and worse.
He's one of those... And he's a funny guy, too. And it's just...
He should have got that weight loss surgery, man. I'm worried he's just gonna die of a fucking heart attack.
The fact he's even alive,
it's a miracle. Yeah.
I mean, there must be some divine intervention going on, because there's no way he should be alive right now. It's like, what are the chances that he hasn't croaked? Like, you got fucking Patrice. He eats a little too many donuts, and boom, he falls over and dies. Like, and Bart is sniffing like mountains of heroin.
Didn't Bernie Mac get like pneumonia or some shit?
Yeah, he got pneumonia and died.
Well, black people have poor health, I think, right?
Or maybe, or it's. I
think just like genetically they're predisposed for certain diseases.
Dude, you have to stop like right now.
What? That's not a racist thing.
It's kind of we're getting a little bit of a.
There's some diseases that you only get if you're a certain, like Jews. There's certain diseases they're predisposed towards. I forget what they are.
It's not blacks. They're not. They don't have more health problems. It's a societal thing.
I don't know. I thought for some reason they were more at risk for like pneumonia or some shit.
I don't think so.
I could be wrong.
I'm
not saying it's bad. I'm not saying those blacks. How dare they get sick?
In today's society, I think before saying that stuff, you should at least Google.
I just like to make stuff up about different races.
It's like,
aren't all Muslims colorblind? I heard that all Muslims are colorblind. It's like, no, that's completely incorrect. What are you talking about?
So, like, how many podcasts do you listen to?
Oh, like nothing anymore. I listen to Red Letter Media. Is like it. I just watch Red Letter Media like reruns, man.
Do you ever listen to WTF with Mark Maron?
No, I used to listen to Howard Stern, but now you can't get it on YouTube anymore.
God, I can't. Ugh.
All right, I'm gonna say this though. Howard Stern is a master level interviewer, dude.
He is good, but he just bothers me so much.
Howard Stern has this sneaky interview tactic where he says something that is only like slightly based in truth, but like exaggerates it to the point where the person has to correct the record.
He's like, yeah, didn't you like kill a guy? No, I just punched him in the
face. Yeah, because normally he'll be like, oh, I don't want to talk about the guy I punched. Or it'll be like, it'll be like a guy had like a notoriously bad relationship with his father, and he goes, so like, didn't your father like molest you as a kid? And the guy's like, no, he just used to hit me a lot. And you're like, fuck, that's such a good tactic. It's really like fucked up and manipulative, but like, and he does it so blatantly. Like, you know, or like, didn't you have sex with like Taylor Swift or like some shit? And he's like, no, I didn't have sex with Taylor Swift.
It's kissed her a little bit.
Yeah. Like we weighed out in a club. It's like, oh, I heard you got her pregnant. You know.
Yeah.
I heard this, and he's like, no, what are you talking?
No, that's actually amazing. That's actually such a good interview tactic. Here's a more interesting question though. What do you think of Opie and Anthony?
Sickle cell is what black people get. They get sickle cell anemia.
Yep, sickle cell. Yeah, that's because of their skin. What do you think of Opie and Anthony, specifically Anthony Cumia?
I'd never listened to Opie and Anthony for more than a second. I always thought they were kind of like whatever, right?
Yeah, well, they're kind of like horrible people too.
Yeah.
Like Anthony, especially. Like I've kind of gone down the rabbit hole of just seeing all the horrible things he's done. And for the listeners at home, for the 6 people watching,
the big audience right now.
Anthony was on his radio show called Opie and Anthony, and it was a radio show on Sirius XM, and they would get comedians on,
Yeah.
And what was cool about it is what was kind of groundbreaking in some ways, because it did give you a window into sort of those comedians talking to each other in a room. The problem was one of the people that hosted it was Anthony Cumia, who himself is kind of this misogynistic, borderline pedophilic dirtbag. Like, I don't know if like people don't know this, but like he just told stories about how he dated like a 16, 17-year-old girl when he was like 53 or 4 or something, and he like brought her to his high school reunion.
Jesus fucking man, that's fucked up. What a way to just tell people like, hey, I'm a scumbag. What's going on?
How fucking disgusting is that? Like how detached from reality. And on his radio show once, like I think it was maybe Louis was on or someone, and they're trying to ask him like how low he would go, and he's like, you know, for legal I'd go as low as 13. Kind of joking, but half joking, but not really joking.
Yeah, that's man, it's not okay.
And then he's also like super racist and like a domestic abuser. Like he like choked, I think, one of his girlfriends. He got arrested for domestic violence and choking her, and then he bit one of his girlfriend's hands at one point.
Oh well, sometimes you gotta bite a girl, dude. I mean, that's
but there's audio of him going, "You come into my house and you treat me like a fucking," and then he says the N-word, hard R.
Ooh.
And he's like, "Why are you treating me like a fucking?" And then he says the N-word.
Oh no.
And then
why do people want to? I don't know why it's so hard for people to not say that. That word is not even in my vocabulary in the slightest.
It's like, all right. It's like, all right. Can we all agree on? It's like people are like, why can't I say it? And it's like, all right.
Why do you want to say it?
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear the thing with society? We sort of own black people for a little bit.
Yeah,
so we just
that's
don't
why.
Say the N-word. That's our one thing.
That's the reason.
Our one piece of homework, our one formative 10% piece of homework is don't say the
N-word.
N-word.
What do you to say? Why do you care? Shut up. Why is it even on your mind at all? It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up, man.
Alright, you're leaving?
Yeah, well, I'll be streaming. I think I'm gonna start streaming a lot more, so just come on by, chat it up.
Alright. We
can talk about Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice O'Neal, rip my man, Patrice.
Every comedian wants a Louis show now, huh?
A Louis show?
Everybody wants to have their own Louis.
That's true. That is very true.
That's what that Master of None is he's being like, I could make Louis, and you're like,
Yeah.
Some of this is funny. Some of this is funny, but then you keep talking about being in relationships with white women, and I get bored.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm so good at relationships, and then you get YouTube.
Being in a relationship as a millennial is hard.
I know.
Chelsea in the chat saying bad things in the past, so blah. Oh, Chelsea, you really want to say that N-word real bad, huh? You're really just
why is Chelsea a moderator in your Twitch?
I don't know, man.
He probably doesn't. He just says like really bad.
I know.
Really bad
I know Chelsea in real life, and yeah, Chelsea.
Is this a lady?
No, Chelsea's a bad person. Let's put it that way.
Why you have him in your Twitch chat then? How do you know him? Are they a comedian or?
No, he's just good at banning people who say the N-word, even though he secretly just wants to say the N-word all the time.
Because he gets a hard on for it. He's like, I really want to say it.
He just wants black people to know that they're worse than him, I think.
I bet. How do you know Chelsea?
We played Magic cards back in the day.
Oh, wow. Wait, so you're telling me the Magic community has some racism problems?
It has one guy.
Wasn't there a thing where there was like a dude who raped another girl that was going to a tournament or something?
Yeah, well, that was some bullshit. He look, man, I think he can be rehabilitated. It was a guy who like had a rape charge, but it was like
But then he picked up some
old.
garbage in a park, so he's totally fine, right?
Whatever, man. He's not trying to he's not you know, arguing for the right to compete in a women's swimming tournament.
Did you hear like the specifics around the rape?
Yeah,
his girlfriend was vomiting in a toilet.
Right.
So
and he put on a clown mask and he started going, "Here comes the circus!" And he just jammed it. All right, I'm gonna end this. we're on a tangent, is what I'm gonna say. All right, man. I'll talk to you, brother.
See you later.
I'm hanging up on Spajones. Scott, sorry, I don't have time for you today. Come back next time. We'll hang out. Anyway, this has been my dumb stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know what the plot of the game is anymore because I talked over it. I'm gonna have to look that up on an FAQ. FAQ. Welcome to Game Facts.
What the hell?
What? How did I unmute you? Scott, come back next week. Oh, Scott. Oh, he went into general. How do I get out of general? I don't want to talk to anybody right now. Right. Thanks for watching, guys. Coming back. I'm gonna try. Oh my god. I said I was gonna try to start streaming at 6 every night. We'll see how that schedule works out for people. It seems like I have a way to make it work. I think I can make time to stream. All right, Chelsea, you're horrible. Stop using the N-word. Bye bye.